Hello students, this is Sunny sir from Mahdi English School. This is the video for students of class 3, subject grammar. Our today's thought: believe you can and you are halfway there. This thought means that you should have belief in yourself. You must believe that what you think is true and you can achieve it. Believing in yourself is the first step towards success. These are the instructions that all of us should follow regularly. What are your instructions to be followed? Clean up, see that your house, your surroundings are neat and clean. While playing with your friends, take turns, let them also get a chance. Be careful with the tools like axe, hammer, knife. It might hurt you. Do not interrupt when your elders are speaking. Let them complete. Follow the rules. When it is red signal, stop there. Stand in a queue means stand in a line whenever you are standing in a group with everyone. So, in today's video, we will continue with grammar bridge course assignment. We will solve the assignment continued. Explanation of bridge course with answers will be done in today's video. So today we will solve question number 3 of bridge course assignment. Right? You will have to write this one time in rough book. After watching the video, that will be your homework. So let us continue with bridge course and understand whatever I explain in today's video. So, bridge course grammar. You have to give this heading in your notebook wherever you are writing, as if, for example, you are writing in rough book, give the heading bridge course grammar. Write today's date and day. So, today we are going to discuss about punctuations. Why do we need punctuation? What is the need? Punctuation allows the author's writing to be easy to read and understandable for the readers. So, punctuation marks which are put in the sentence are very important because it allows the readers means all of us, to understand that what is written in the sentence, what does the author want to tell us. Which are the types of punctuation marks? Let us see which are the types of punctuation marks. Number 1, full stop. Number 2, comma. Number 3, apostrophe. Number 4, question mark. And number 5, exclamation mark. These are the 5 punctuation marks. So first of all, in your rough book, write down the names of all these 5 types of punctuation. Full stop, comma, apostrophe, question mark, exclamation mark. I'll repeat. Write down full stop, comma, apostrophe, question mark, exclamation mark. These are the types of punctuation marks. Now, use of correct punctuation can save a person's life. See how funny it is. What is written over here? Let's eat, grandpa. And here what is written? Let's eat, grandpa. So it makes a big difference. You know what is the difference between these two sentences? Here it is written, let's eat, grandpa, means the reader will understand that they have to eat grandpa. Can we eat a person? Is it possible? No. So this is wrong. You cannot eat grandpa. You cannot eat grandpa. This is wrong. But the second one is correct. Let's eat grandpa. Comma is given over here. So, comma is very necessary. Here the sentence means that we should eat grandpa. Without comma, the sentence is not meaningful. The first one is incorrect. But the second sentence is meaningful. Let's eat grandpa. Means we are telling grandpa to come and eat with us. Means have dinner or lunch. So this one is correct because comma is given over here. You see my arrow? This is comma. Comma is necessary where we have to pause for half a second. And full stop is necessary when we want to complete the sentence. Now, the first thing we are learning today is full stop. You all already use this full stop, don't you? We use full stop at the end of the sentence to complete the sentence, to show that the sentence is complete. Whatever you wanted to say, you have already said, and the sentence is complete now. That is called full stop. Then, now, how to use a full stop? Let us see. Use a full stop at the end of a complete sentence. That is a statement. Where do we use full stop? At the end of a sentence. When you want to complete the sentence, at the end we must place full stop. Example, I know that you would never break my trust intentionally. Intentionally means when you know something and still you do it. That is called intentionally. So I know that you would never break my trust intentionally. See, this sentence is over and there is full stop at the end. If the last word in the sentence ends in a full stop, do not use another full stop after it. Only one full stop. Do not use another full stop. For example, I know that MD, she is my sister-in-law. See the full stop over here? Then, please shop, cook, etc. I will do the dash. See, here also full stop is given. Where do we use comma? This is called comma. Where do we use it? Rules. Use a comma to separate words or items in a list. When you want to separate the items, when there are so many items in a list and you want to separate the items in the list, at that time you use a comma. Example, she has 2 dogs, 3 cats, 1 bird and 5 fish in her house. See, dogs, cats, bird, fish, so many things are there in a sentence. So we use comma after every word. Then use a comma to separate a city from its state. Example, I am from East Lansing, Michigan. Here also comma is there. Use a comma to separate the day of the month from the year. Very important. This rule is, you want to separate the day and the month, year. How to use it? He was born on August 4th, 1990. Then full stop. So when you are writing the birth date, remember that while writing a birth date, we use comma after writing the date and before writing the year. After the date, we put a comma and then we write year and then full stop. Use a comma to separate 2 adjectives when the word can be inserted between them. She was a young, beautiful dog. See, over here comma is there between young and beautiful because both are the adjectives for this dog. So young, comma, beautiful. Then when do we use a question mark? See, this is called a question mark. When do we use it? Use a question mark only after a direct question. When you are asking a question to someone, you can use a question mark. Example, will you go after me? Use a question mark when a sentence is half statement and half question. Example, you do care, don't you? See, here also question is given. Question mark. Then, where do we use exclamation mark? This is called exclamation mark. Where do we use it? Use exclamation mark to show emotions, surprise or excitement. Where do we use exclamation mark? Whenever we are talking about emotions, surprise or excitement. When you are suddenly excited, when you are surprised, when you are in deep emotions, feelings are described with exclamation mark. Example, I am truly shocked by your behavior. See, here the feeling of shocked. So, exclamation mark. I got the concert tickets. Exclamation mark again. You did a great job. This is excitement, happiness. So, again, exclamation mark. So, exclamation mark is used when you are surprised by seeing something or by feeling something. You are shocked. All that emotions are described with exclamation mark. Now, punctuate the following sentences with capitalization, full stop and comma. We have to punctuate this sentences with capitalization, full stop and comma. So, this exercise you need not write, but first of all you have to understand this exercise. When you understand this exercise, after watching the video you can write this one time. As of now you have to understand this. You have to punctuate the following sentences. You have to write capital letters, full stop and comma wherever it is needed. So this was question number 3 in your bridge course assignment. Let us read. My school's name is Al Mahdi English School. So here, what do you do? Where do you write capital alphabet? Here, M should be capital, right? Here, Al Mahdi should be capital. What will you write capital over here? Here, A capital, M capital. Here also, M capital. Then, here also English E capital, because we write the name of our school in capital. So E capital, M, A capital and also school S capital. All these are to be capitalized. And here at the end we put full stop. Here full stop has to be put at the end of the statement. I bought pencil, pen, eraser and a writing pad. So here we have to insert commas. See, there are so many things. Pen, pencil, eraser and a writing pad. So where do we put comma? After pencil, pen, eraser and writing pad. Here and is given, so we don't have to put comma. But here we have to put full stop at the end. Same way in the first statement also, we have to put full stop at the end of the sentence. Here see, first alphabet is already capital. Then let us look at sentence number 3. Rohan stays in Bhavnagar. So here Rohan is the name of a boy, so R capital. And after Bhavnagar we have to put full stop at the end of the sentence. R capital and here full stop. This was question number 3 of your bridge course. Now this is a new exercise. This exercise you will not write in homework, you just have to understand this exercise. Read each sentence. Determine whether the sentence is a statement or a question. Write the proper punctuation mark at the end of each sentence. So let us read the sentences and we have to write statement or question and also punctuation mark at the end of the sentence. We have to write whether it is a statement or a question. We have to decide that. Let us read number 1. What time does the bus arrive? What time does the bus arrive? It is a question. So for question what do we write? For question we write Q as it is a question. And here what do we have to insert? A question mark. So let us put the question mark over here. We have to put a question mark over here. Next, my favorite food is pizza. My favorite food is pizza. Here what do we put? Full stop or question mark? It is a statement. It is just a simple statement. So here we have to put full stop and simply just put a full stop over here and write a statement. It is a statement. It is not a question, it is a statement. So for statement what do we write? We write S as it is a statement. Then let us read the next, number 3. The baby cub likes to snuggle up to his mother to keep warm. So here this is also a statement. So we put full stop and again we write S. S for statement. It is a statement, not a question. Next, do you know how to ride a bicycle? See, it is a question. Do you know how to ride a bicycle? So for question we have to put a question mark. Do you know how to ride a bicycle is a question. And if it is a question, we write Q over here in the blank. It is a question. What is your favorite season? So this is also a question. What is your favorite season? That is a question. So we put a question mark. And we also write Q because for questions we always write Q. Q for question. Next, my brother plays football. So here we have to put a full stop because this is a simple statement. It is not a question. So we just put full stop at the end of the sentence over here. Put a full stop. My brother plays football, and for statements we write S. It is just a statement. Then this 7 to 13 is your homework. Means you have to write it yourself. You have to write whether it is a statement or a question, and you have to put a question mark or a full stop. It is up to you whether you put a question mark or a full stop, but you have to decide and do it carefully. So you may take the screenshot from 7 till 13 right now. Next, choose the correct punctuation mark for each of the following sentences. Here you have to select the punctuation mark for each of the sentences which are given over here. Let's see number 1. Welcome to our class. Welcome to our class. So this is a simple statement I can see. So what do we put? We put a full stop. What is 2 times 2? What is 2 times 2? This is a question. It is like what is 2 twos are? 2 twos are 4. It is a question, so we put a question mark over here. What is your name? Even this is a question. What is your name? So for question we write question mark. Next, keep quiet. Keep quiet. So here we have to put exclamation mark. Keep quiet. Walk in a line. So this is a simple statement. Walk in a line. Here we put full stop. Let's count 5 till 15. So here also it is a full stop. It is just a simple statement. Let's read a story. Let's read a story. Here also a full stop. Are you listening? Are you listening? This is a question. So we put a question mark. Next, give me a hug. Give me a hug. So this is a simple statement. Again a full stop. I like bananas, oranges and apples. Here three things are there. So we have to use comma over here. After bananas we use comma. So we use comma, this one, after bananas. Now let us solve this exercise. What is the name of this exercise? Am I a sentence? That is the name of the exercise. Am I a sentence? Instructions. Read this following group of words. If it is a sentence, write yes. If it is not, write no. So in this exercise, we have to write whether the sentence is complete or not. The first one, the ball is round. So is it a complete sentence? Yes, it is a complete sentence. So we write yes. The ball is round. So we write yes, because the sentence makes complete sense. Number 2, my name came. My name came. Is it a complete sentence? No, it is not a complete sentence. So we write no over here because it's not complete sentence. So we write no over here. Number 3, we like to play. We like to play. Is it a sentence? Is it a complete sentence? Yes, it is complete sentence. So we write yes over here. We like to play. It's a complete statement. Mom and dad. Mom and dad, but what? What are they doing? The action is not mentioned over here. So it is incomplete. Mom and dad, but what? We don't know. So we write no over here. Number 5, I love to sing. I love to sing. Yes, this sentence is complete because it has subject, verb, object, everything is complete. The sentence is meaningful. So we write yes over here. I love to sing. So here is one more exercise. Remember something, a full stop is used at the end of a sentence. A question mark is used at the end of a question. So instructions are given. Read each sentence. Click on the punctuation mark that is needed to end each sentence. So everywhere you see two options will be given to you, a question mark and a full stop. You have to decide whether to put a question mark or a full stop. Let us read sentence number 1. Wash your hands before eating. Wash your hands before eating. This is instruction given to you. So it is not a question, so we just put a full stop. Next, where are you from? Where are you from? So this is a question, and for question we put a question mark, not a full stop. So here you have to write a question mark. Number 3, the dog is barking. The dog is barking. So this is just a simple statement. It is not a question. It is a simple sentence. So we put a full stop. Here it is. Sentence number 4. My daddy is sleeping. My daddy is sleeping. It is a sentence. It is not a question. So we put a full stop. Right? Next. Can you help me please? So this is a question. Can you help me please? It is a question. So we put a question mark. My friend and I are playing games. See, even this is not a question, it is just a simple statement. It is a sentence informing that I am playing with my friend, I am playing games. It is a simple sentence, so we put a full stop. So in this sentence number 6, you have to write full stop at the end of the sentence. So as you can see, we have completed this exercise. You have to put a question mark or a full stop. So let us revise. Today, what did we learn in this video? We learned about the punctuation marks. What are the punctuation marks that we learned today? Full stop, comma, apostrophe, question mark, exclamation mark, right? All that 5 punctuation marks we learned in today's video. Then we had seen a funny sentence like, let's eat, grandpa. So this one does not make sense. It has no meaning. Let's eat, comma, grandpa. So this sentence is complete. It makes complete sense. Full stop we had learnt. We can put full stop at the end of the statement when the statement gets over. Then comma, where to use comma? When you have a list of items or when you are writing address after the name of the city. When you write country or state, you have to put a comma before that. When you are writing the date, after writing month, date, you have to put comma. Then you will write year. Then we learnt where to put question mark. Where to put it? When you are asking a question to someone, you put a question mark at the end of the statement. Then we learnt where to put exclamation mark. We put exclamation mark when the statement is surprising, exciting, you are extremely happy, extremely emotional, shocked. At that time, at the end of the sentence, we have to put a exclamation mark, and exclamation mark is used. Then we solved question number 3 of the bridge course assignment. Then we also solved question number 4 of the bridge course assignment. I hope you understood what we learned in today's video. Thank you for watching the video. Have a nice day.